So I wanted to show you guys how to solve systems of equations on your calculator. Sorry I'm late with this video, but I got busy with stuff. Okay, so here's a question. We'll get that one later. This is 3 equations, 3 unknowns. How are you going to solve this thing? Well, so the trick is going to be you want to think about it as a matrix. So I guess the idea of a matrix is I'm looking at the coefficients of these things and not necessarily the variables. So here, let me write what this would be as a matrix. So there you go. This, and then it would be 1, -2, 3. This will make sense. All these symbols when I'm done typing. I guess I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. And -3, and 1, and 9, and 5, and 1, and -3, and 3. That. Cool. So, you see, right? 1, 3, 5, -2, -3, 1, 3, 1, negative. -3. Cool. And then 5, 9, 3. So what I'm looking to do is to turn this as x minus 2y plus 3z equals 5. If I'm able to do some manipulation on these matrices, which I can, and I could turn them into, let me do this again. Oh, tricks. With 1, 0, 0, and 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1. Then you see it's going to have, that's going to be after some manipulation, x equals a, y equals b, and z equals c. So this algebraic manipulation part, that's what my calculator is going to do for me. So let me pull this thing up. I guess what I'm looking to do is I want to put this thing into a matrix. So you see I have matrix right here. Second, matrix. I already have something in there, but no. Yeah, let me. Don't mind me doing this. Matrix. Delete. Delete. All right. Okay, so in the matrix, all right. So I have 3 things. I have names. That's why I call my matrices. Math. That's why I do stuff. And edit. That's why I put them in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit this matrix, and I can just type right over the old one, so I don't really need to delete them like I did. But okay. First thing is the dimension. There are 3 rows, 4 columns. So I'm going to call this thing a 3 by 4 matrix. So 3 by 4. And I just type it all in left to right. So let me see. 1, negative, oh, no. I gotta use this. -2, 3, 5, 3, -3, 1, 9, 5, 1, -3, 3. How'd I do? 5, 9, 3, 3, 1, -3, -2, 1, 1, 3, 5. Okay. Once you're done doing that, we quit out. I'm going to clear this out. See, if I go back under matrix, this is where I'm going to call them from here. I hit enter. There we go. So that's my matrix. So if I want to do 2 times a matrix, can do that, right? All right. What we're looking to do is called row reduce it. When I've got it looking like this, I call this reduced row echelon form. That's with the ones here, the zeros everywhere else, and the answer is right there. Reduced row echelon form. So I want to do stuff. And I'm going to look down through math until I find there it is. Reduced row echelon form. Not row echelon form, reduced row echelon form. That, want to know of what? Well, of matrix A. So I'm going to call matrix A. And there we go. My answer is 1, -2, 0. So I would just say x, y, z equals 1, -2, 0. And if it was 2 equations, 2 unknowns, it'd be a 2 by 3 matrix, and I'd do everything the same. The only thing you've got to kind of watch out for here is when you have stuff like this, you need to make sure you have in your zeros. So I've got x, y, z, that's fine. I got 2, -1, 1, 8. When I go down to my next row, you see there's no x's, but I need that spot. 0, and 2, and -3, and -11. By the next one, you see there's an x, 1, but there's no y's, so 0, -2, 5. Right? Okay. So, this same thing. Just toss this bad boy in my calculator. I'm just going to edit the same thing I already had. 2, -1, 1, 8, 0, 2, -3, -11, 1, 0, -2, 5, and then I'll quit out. I'll just bring up the last thing I just typed, right? But it's the new A now. So I just get weird decimals. Well, I can change these things to fractions the same way that I always do with math, fraction. And there we go. That's my answer. 5/7, -61/7, -15/7. Okay. So that's bad. So just the one that I did in class at the end, I'll just finish that up. I had gotten to this. Okay. So, I'm going to put it in my matrix. Okay, so matrix. I'm going to edit matrix A. Now this has 4 rows and 5 columns, right? A, B, C, D, and the answer, right? So this is going to be a 4 by 5. Okay, so A, 1, no B's, a C, and a D. Answer 0. Let me see, so no A's, a B, -2 on the C's, 2 on the D, 1 on my answer. And then -4, 0, 4, 4, 0, and no A's, no B's, -8 C's, and 8 D's. Okay. Oh, and it equals negative 2. Alright, so when you quit out, again, I'm going to do that same reduce for echelon form. There's my answers. I'm going to turn them into a fraction. So I get it, right? It's A equals, looks like 0. B equals 3/2. C equals 1/8. And D equals negative 1/8. So I guess what I'm trying to solve is the integral of, well, 0 A's. So what was B? So I'm going to say 3/2 times 1 over x squared plus 4 plus 1/8 times 1 over x plus 2 minus 1/8 times 1 over x minus 2 dx. So first thing, remember, right, this one right here, not a natural log. That's an arctangent, 1/2 inverse tangent x over 2 plus 1/8 ln x plus 2. Oh, what? Dang it. There's minus 1/8 ln x minus 2. That is fuzzy. Okay. But I guess main point, that's how you do the thing on your calculator. So if you have any trouble with this, let me know. And you can probably find with a lot of them, if you actually try to do it, you can probably do them by hand pretty easily. But you can always do this in your calculator. All right, any trouble, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm really sorry. I meant to get this out yesterday, but I ended up having a bunch of people, meetings and things I had to do. So I'm doing it now. All right. Yeah, see you. Bye.